Was this thing on? So I never went live before, so just out by the pond, doing a little stuff out here. The fish are all good. They're a little bit toward the bottom. I've got a little heater in here, but the water is, just above 50 degrees. You could see, and they're still eating once a week, right, or once a day right now. Still eating some, but I'll flip this around a second to show. There's been some questions, I guess, about filtrations and stuff, so you can see the pond. I'm doing a little bit of, it's not really a water change, but it ends up being a water change. I'm just cleaning out the waste trap and everything. So this is all filtration. There's actually some mosquito fish in here. You can't see them. They're kind of in hibernating mode too. But back here is where all my mechanics and things are. So I'm just cleaning out the waste trap here. You can see I've got the filters out. Here's my weight. The water goes in here, and I've just got a water exit here. So waste trap fills up. It's cleaned out. I've just finished cleaning it out, and I'm filling it back up with water right now. So looking forward to the spring. So that's my backy shower. UV light and everything keeps going, and got a grow light here for these. There's algae in here. Let's see. I don't know if there's a way to turn a light on, but the light's not on right now. Got some black pines that go into bonsais. All of this is, there's some some types of plants that are living in there. Got a little bit growing, but right now the water is really, really cold, and figured I'd give this live a shot. Tell me what you think. I've got the podcast set up finally. You can kind of see this thing here is going to ultimately be a coffee bar for the coffee side of the house, CoffeeandKoi. I haven't finished that up yet, but that's going to be a coffee bar, and you see it's a mess in some areas, but there's the fish. You see a lot of them are they kind of sitting still, mostly because the water's so cold. If you watch the last video or whatever, I threw a little food in there and stirred them up, but if you notice, they're flashing a little bit when they eat because, they don't really want to eat that much right now. So looking forward to the spring. I had a couple more koi coming from Japan. I'm gonna get in the springtime. I rescued these older butterflies. I rescued these, if you've seen the video or not, these older butterflies that's in the back. I rescued, and they had a couple of the anchor worms on them. I did quarantine them for 7 days, or I'm gonna turn this light on here so you can kind of see the lights above the pond, maybe to make the fish look a little brighter or whatever. But I did quarantine the older fish for 7 days, but my quarantine, I got a decent sized quarantine tank, but I don't like the homemade. I've just got a can filter sitting out there, and when I first set that thing up, I didn't really I didn't know as much about filtration as I know now. So it doesn't have any break, and some of you you old timers will know what I'm talking about, but it doesn't have any break from the pump. It's pump fed, and it doesn't have any air gap between the pump to the filter media in the can, which basically now I know that it means if and the can's sitting above the pond, so it's in the quarantine tank I'm talking about that's in the back, and the pond and the pump and the can sits above the pump, and now I know that means if the power goes out and I haven't cleaned the waste out in a couple of days, then that water will re-level itself, and that waste will get in there with the fish, and everybody knows what that means. So I didn't keep them in there more than 7 days. I was worried about it the whole time, and checking it the whole time I was at work and all that stuff. So I put them in here maybe a little too quick, and then I noticed when I got in here with the lights that they had some anchor worms on them. So I'm treating. Now I had some luck with some salt in the past. Where's she at? Sasha, she's in the back there. The Taisho Saki in the back. She came. She had some anchor worms when I got her from Japan, and it was late winter going into spring, and I had some good luck with some salt. I salted it. I think I ended up to like a 6, whatever it is, a 6 ppt or whatever. And as soon as the water got warm enough and they hatched off, the worms come out and died. So I had a good success with that. So I've got salt up to about a 5, 6. I didn't want to have them salted. I didn't want to salt this pond. I wanted to do it all in the quarantine, but I was worried about the filtration, and like I say, and so I put them in here, and then I noticed it a little while later. So they're all all salted up, waiting on the spring. And just kind of a little bit of update on the fish in the pond. I hadn't done that in a while. Thought I'd try out this live deal. So I said all that because I'm going to get a couple more fish. I don't know if I'm going to get another big one or another 2 big ones, or maybe I might get 5 or 6 from that are 11, 12, kind of on the small side, let them grow, but then I can get a handful from Danichi or somewhere like that, because I don't have anything from Danichi, which everybody knows that's the famous breeder in Japan. So that's coming. I'll do a video when that gets here and everything. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Just a little update while I'm out here cleaning out the waste traps and everything. Hope everybody has a good time, good holiday. Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon.